waiting, huh?
I want to start off by saying this was a very hard video to make. So hard, in fact, I took a 3 to 4 month break after recording my script reading and editing some of the video. So instead of completely scrapping this and redoing it from the start, taking even longer to get this out, I'm just gonna try and mesh together what I can with the editing I started and the voice recording, and hopefully get a better product now that I'm not a lazy piece of shit. So hopefully y'all can still enjoy. If you can't though, I'm truly sorry, that's all I can say. And with that, let's just skip directly to the comment corner. No more padding for what I've already done to y'all. It's my pleasure to announce that we can finally move Ame up. This is thanks to Shin Enrei, who's an actual power scaler. He mentions Olive Myth in his very, very long comment, but Ame's been the one I've been wanting to move since the very beginning. I won't read it all out since, it is very long, but TLDR, she can abuse the Observer effect and has gone toe-to-toe with Crony. This will move her up to S, mostly because I still think I could kill one, just one of them. Still think I could kill one of her with a gun to the head. By proxy, I'd like to apologize to Edgy Bai. I've truly been trying to fix this, but I couldn't until now. Next, Mr. Radio Demon asked for Hololive Japan. I'm not against this idea, but I like to keep the English talent because those are the ones I watch most of. But maybe one day. Along the lines of asking for more scaling, Carp King asked about V-Shoujo talent after Hololive. I could still technically make this video. We all know who was part of V-Shoujo at one point, but if you haven't heard, they went under. Stole $500,000 from charity, that's it. Fun fact about myself, they were actually my end goal whenever I decided to become a VTuber, because obviously I want to do that because I make content about VTubers. It's obvious. I'm kind of angry at myself. I'm sorry. Just a secret between me and y'all, that might be the plan for 1,000 subs. But yeah, I guess you'd have to get me there to find out, wouldn't you? And finally, King JC asked if I could do Hollow Moms. I guess I could. Kind of a weird request. I straight up don't know how to tackle this one, guys. How many Hololive members even have their moms in their stream? Anyway, that'll be it for this video's comment corner. Before the official rankings, let's swing back to my approximations for the members. So, to help myself scale a bit easier, a lot of it is comparing Justice to Advent. They are a combat team to take down Advent after all, so I think it makes sense to pair one member from Justice and one to Advent and see if that Justice member could counter that Advent member. So quickly, ERB and Shiori are our first pairing. Both are considered the strongest and the leaders of their groups. Obvious 1 and 2. Next, Bibu and Gigi. Again, order of elimination. Both are considered the second strongest in their respective groups. Next, Cecilia and Nerissa. I think this is an interesting matchup for sure. I believe Nerissa can have the highest attack potency in Advent, and Cecilia is just straight up the most durable in Justice. Finally, Raora and Fuumoco. I honestly think with Raora's God Eye, she's the only one that can keep track of both sisters in battle. Also, it's a classic cat and dog dynamic. Now, finally, after all that, we can get...
And... Oh my goodness.
Now, let's start with the strongest in Justice. I use strongest lightly because Justice is very heavy on equality within the team. ERB is the leader on paper, but they're very open about their solidarity as a team, including strength. In fact, the only thing she excels over her gen mates is physical strength. It seems they all have different strengths and weaknesses to cover each other's bases. Swinging back to her physical strength, she rivals her 3 gen mates put together. Along with that, she uses a claymore called Thorn. Because every rose has its thorns? Get it? It probably sounded better when she said it. Anyway, she also has a great voice mimicry skill, confusing the Grim Reaper herself.
Hey, Fauna, you should go first.
I know, I should go first.
Go!
I am Fauna. I should go first.
Yes, go on then.
No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
It's definitely Fauna.
And finally, she is stated to be feared in the multiverse, so she has some ability to not only travel, but thrive on a multiverse scale. With all this compiled, I think she earns a spot in vaguely S tier, just because we don't know the skill ceiling of her actual abilities.
Okay, knock it off.
And you are?
Fuck yourself!
Gigi Murin, the Chaser. Gigi's biggest strength is chasing down targets. Not locating, by the way, literally just hunting you down. She's very easily distracted, so she does need help finding targets, but luckily, she has someone who can help her with that. She's very fast and dexterous, so she can last a long time in a fight. With her fighting style being akin to a bare-handed monk, or as she stated, fister, getting on a 1-on-1 against her is a death sentence. One last thing, she is a gremlin. And I don't mean the millennial or Gen Z funny talk, she is literally a gremlin from folklore. Quick history lesson. The gremlin was created during World War II to explain problems with aircraft. They excel at destroying any type of machinery. Gigi being a gremlin, it's safe to assume that she has the same capabilities even if we haven't seen them used before. For Gigi's placement, I'll put her in S, under Bibu and above Narissa. Originally, I was going to have my like and subscribe segment I've been doing where I edited a bunch, and I was going to be me looking for Theodore in space, but I've decided against doing that so I can speed up the editing a little bit. So, you should still like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, all that jazz, please.
Hi, it's me, Cecilia Evergreen from Hololive Advent Justice. Yay!
Cecilia Evergreen, the Ancient Automaton. Talk about a mouthful of a name. She was an automaton made as basically of a service utility. Then one day she said, yeah, that's not happening, Chief. And basically, she's doing whatever she wants now. She is by far the oldest in Justice. By how much? We don't know. It is long enough for her to prefer ancient as opposed to old. Personally, I think it's to signify how old she truly is, but it could also just be a preference. I bring this up to mention that she must have a ton of experience in many things. With time comes wisdom. Being an automaton, she has the best durability in her generation, being able to take major hits that others can't. She also has a violin that could transform to a lance. She calls it her Violance. They just don't sound as cool when I say them, man. This kind of sucks. Unfortunately, Cecilia has a huge drawback. She has a wind-up key that must be turned every so often or she'll just stop functioning. With all this, Cecilia goes into A tier. I really do wish I could put her higher, but the key is just too large of a drawback to ignore.
Buy it! Do not hesitate! Be determined! Money or just money?
Raora Panthera, the artist with the god eyes. So imagine a panther. It has superior strength, speed, and hunting prowess, and then put it into a body with posable thumbs. Yeah, pretty scary idea, isn't it? Luckily, Raora seems like a nice person, so this doesn't affect you, unless you're a criminal. Now, one of my favorite things Hololive has done for powers, the god eyes. I think this is such an interesting concept that just hasn't been fleshed out yet for only one reason. Why would you? Yeah, it's cool as hell, but this is a streamer at the end of the day, so they don't need a reason to flesh out any extent of their abilities if they don't want to. But we do know a few things. She can see anyone she needs to through visions with scarily accurate details. She can also look through any object. I'm not going to include this into the actual scaling, it's just my own headcanon, but I think this will lead to eventual precognition if they ever want to develop this idea. Alright, she doesn't have precognition just yet, but we do have a new ability, which is the ability to teleport using portals, which is controlled by her weapon. I still think the precognition can happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. And if it does, I want a humble 50% of the profits and a jetpack. I mean, it was my idea, so I deserve a little compensation. Finally, the matter of the 9 lives. As we know, all cats have 9 lives, so Raora should too. Well, she did have 9. And when I mean she did, I mean she's already lost 6 of them. Still, it's a major advantage to have 3 lives over your opponent, but the fact that you're already down 6 is a terrible position. With this, Raora will go into A tier, below Gura and above Fuumoco. By the way, Raora is the best in Justice. I don't make the rules, I simply create them. And that'll be all for Generation Justice. Is there anything you'd change? Let me know in the comments below, and if I find something convincing enough that it'll change my mind, I'll be able to add it to the one last comment corner for my finale video. Alright, final time I'll chime in from the future. I might take a bit to work on that video. I think the biggest reason I stopped working on this one was because I was very burnt out on doing this series so consecutively. You know, I'm doing all the research, I'm doing all the writing, the voiceover, editing. Everything that you see in these videos are all me. I do by myself, and it takes time, and it gets boring if I'm doing the same thing repetitively. Yeah, I might make some other videos first, but expect it within 4 months. That was a ridiculous wait. I'm sorry for doing that to y'all. Here's the thumbnail. I like working on those first to give me an idea of what I would do. I hope y'all are excited for it. But yeah, thank you very much for still supporting my channel. We're nearing 600 subs as we're recording this video, and I'm very excited. I feel like my future in content creation could be very big, but I just gotta be consistent about it, and that's just me needing to do more stuff than the same layout 5 times in a row. I'm just gonna start using the end screen as a little diary, I guess. My favorite members, no particular order, still active: Murin, Gigi, Raora, Mokoko. Thanks, bye.